my clients were receptive, and they were, really grateful that they had someone, like me with them. And so I think you end up connecting with your people, right? And if it's not right, you can tell. There's definitely a combination of it. Like, we love it, we enjoy it. I think we do a good job at it. And I've also discovered, since we've been back in Richmond, with the investing piece of it, or really this has been mostly the flipping part of it, is being able to then help those people, whoever was the owner of that house originally, out of a bad situation. So that's kind of like hit the heartstrings for me of like, this is another level of purpose in this industry for me. So
yeah, there is a way to be like a moral and ethical real estate investor, even if you are finding the deals. Like, if you're focused on making sure that all the parties win in the transaction, awesome. You could do a lot of good.
Yeah, yep. And that was something when I initially thought about getting into the industry. I had never considered real estate prior. I was in the birthing world. Like, that is not the same. And so I was slightly concerned. I was like, I don't know if this industry is for me, for the type of person that I am. And then I quickly realized that was wrong, and that I could really enjoy this industry, and also that my clients were receptive, and they were really grateful that they had someone like me with them. And so I think you end up connecting with your people, right? And if it's not right, you can tell. It has been with buyers and sellers in the real estate side, but then in the investing side, you just come across some very difficult situations, and being a small piece of getting that person to the next step, that's pretty powerful. So I've enjoyed that part of it, and knowing that they're one step in a better direction.
I want to talk about the first raw land deal that you guys did, but also the first flip. We won't get into any other, all the details of all the transactions or flips or new builds, but I'm curious, mostly because I think a lot of people who listen to this, we have some very experienced investors that listen to this, but we also have a bunch of people who need to take their first step and take their first action. So I'm always very interested in how people got started, how they did on the first deal, why did they take that first action. Now, it's a little bit different with you, where he has all this experience building these houses already, so it's probably not super scary for him or a big risk. He's probably pretty calculated with how that worked. But I still want to talk through that first raw land deal. How did you find the opportunity? Was it through your outreach?
I am pretty sure that lot ended up coming back on the MLS. I had known the original owner through, he was the father of friends I grew up with, who owned that farm that it was then split into a neighborhood, and this one lot was left.
Interesting.
And we're like, why is this one lot left? It backs up to a creek. It's on a slope, which he's used to building in Colorado, not concerned at all. There was a couple things about it that we were like, okay, maybe this is why it's coming for sale again. I think a builder had actually bought it, held it, and then listed it again, so he didn't end up building on it. We went and looked at it, and we were like, everything checked out while we were, in escrow, and said, all right, let's do it. So that one actually did come off the MLS.